I just blew that in the coop. Howdy folks, welcome to Hershberger's Miracle Homestead. I am Martha, and we're having kitchen action today. With what you have spread out in front of me here, you might think we're having breakfast, but we're having breakfast for supper. It's a tater tot breakfast casserole. We don't do breakfast casseroles that often. We were having a family gathering, and we were asked to bring a breakfast casserole, and it's something about that softened bread in a casserole we just rather stay away from. And we found a tater tot casserole. So let me go across the ingredients and then we'll get started. A two-step process. In the first step, or in one step, is your tater tots, cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, ham. We didn't have quite enough ham, so we'll finish off with Canadian bacon. And we have milk, sour cream, garlic powder, onion powder, and eggs. Most of these are farm fresh eggs. We don't have chickens ourselves, but we make sourdough bread, and we do swap out bread for eggs. So we always enjoy when eggs come in the house through the swap out of bread for eggs. And I do need to make sourdough bread again this week, so that might be a video coming up. To start out with, I'm going to go and cut up my ham. And by the way, when we took this breakfast casserole with the tater tots in it to the family gathering, it was a huge success. So we were pleased for that, because this is something we don't make very often. And to clear out the counter space here, I'm going to put it in a little bowl, and then we'll proceed. Okay, those four items get mixed together, but I'm going to mix the liquids first, starting out with the eggs. We'll always hope for the best on eggs, but sometimes you have a bad egg, and it's better to lose one egg than to lose a bunch of eggs. And the last egg. All right, I'm going to give this a light mix, and then we'll add the rest of this stuff. And then there's milk. Sour cream. And then garlic powder. Onion powder. And give this a mix. The recipe also calls for pepper, but for Buddy's sake, we do not add pepper, and also salt. And the ham would be salty, plus tater tots are seasoned, so we just let pepper out of it. Okay, that's step number one. Step number two is mixing these tater tots together. The ham. And I should have a measuring cup here. Let me grab a measuring cup. Shredded cheddar cheese, and we like the mild. Mozzarella cheese. Those are ready to go back in the refrigerator, and I'll just park them there till then. Give this a toss together. The oven is preheated to 375, and it's supposed to bake for 45 minutes. Here's my greased pan ready to go. Dump it in. And now this mixture, you just pour over this one. Yes, you can see it went to the bottom. And this is going in the oven, preheated to 375. And I will clean up while it's baking, and I'll see you after the bake. 10 minutes before the casserole is done, you want to pull it out of the oven and put cheddar cheese on it. It adds extra yumminess to it, plus it beautifies it. So, here we go with the cheddar cheese. I said on the top, Martha. I didn't say on the countertop. It is smelling very, very good. This goes back in the oven, which is right behind you. I'm going to have to slide you to the side, and I'll put it in the oven for 10 minutes. Here is the tater tot breakfast casserole. We let it in the oven for about 5 minutes longer than what it said, and then let it rest for about 5 minutes. So here it is. It smells amazing. We are anxious to get into it and eat our supper, and then have a relaxed evening. The star of the show, in my opinion, is the tater tots and the eggs, of course. Well, it's like one person said. There was a visiting preacher that was in town, and he went to someone's place for lunch. And the fellow, he knew they had biscuits and gravy, I think. But anyway, in his prayer, he said, "Lord, I don't like flour. I don't like lard." He mentioned a couple other things that I don't like. But Lord, you put it all together and it makes a good biscuit. So I guess that's what you could say about, well, a lot of this is good by itself, though. I just blew that in the coop. I thank you for joining me in the kitchen today, and we always appreciate the comments, the likes, and the shares on your social media. That all helps our channel to grow, and we thank you very much. And now we invite you to stay tuned for the Golden Thought. Hi, and welcome to the Golden Thought of this episode. I am Martha, and I'm here with my very special brother. He's my twin brother, Marvin, but he's better known as Buddy. The Golden Thought for today, I saw it scrolling down through Facebook. My niece's husband, who happens to be a preacher, shared it, and I liked it, so here it goes here on our Golden Thought. Positions are temporary, ranks and titles are limited, but the way you treat people will always be remembered. And isn't that true? Reminds me of the chorus of a little song, show a little bit of loving kindness, never go along with hatred's blindness. Take a little time to reach for joy and wear a happy face. Sing a little bit when the days are dreary, give a little help to a friend who's weary. That's the way to make the world a happy place. So always remember, how you treat people, good or bad, it will be remembered. So let's make the world a better place by showing love and kindness to each other. With that, we'll bring this episode to a close. We thank you for joining us. We hope you've been blessed and inspired. We thank you and God bless.